Hey guys, Merry Meet, and welcome to this tarot tag that I'm doing. It's called Intuitive Tarot, and this was actually started by Jessi Huntenburg, who I was not familiar with her channel before, but I'm doing. Arwen Lynch has started a thing, a trend, I guess, where she is encouraging a new person to do a tarot tag every month. And it's really exciting. It's really fun. I'm enjoying doing these tags because it makes me think about things that I don't normally think about when I'm reading. So it's been a lot of fun. I've, thought about some things that I just kind of did automatically. And it's really good because I think you really should examine the reasons why you read the way that you read. Maybe there's a different way. Excuse me. Again, I've been reading for a long, long time, and the thing that I always say about tarot is if you think that you have it all figured out, you have no idea. There's always something new to learn. There's always some new way to read. There's always some new meaning to a card. There's always some, and every reading is different because a card can mean something different to any number of different people. So you can't get complacent with tarot. And so this is something I hadn't really thought about. It is something that I do have experience with. I just hadn't really examined my thoughts on it. So, intuitive tarot. Question number 1. In your opinion, what does it mean to read tarot intuitively? And it's really hard to describe. I think it happens a little bit differently with everyone. Some people can just open up a deck, look at the pictures of the cards, and start reading because they're getting their own messages from the cards, okay? And those messages may not have anything to do with the traditional meanings of each card. And that's cool. I think there's some value in that, but I think there's also a lot that you can learn from studying the traditional meanings of the cards. So I feel like going too far in either direction is maybe not helpful. So if somebody just looks at the pictures, a story comes up in their mind, they may feel like the message is being channeled to them through spirit or through the cards. So that would be intuitive reading. So, question number 2, can someone learn to read intuitively? Yes and no. I feel like we all have intuition. We all have access to that part of our brains. But some of us just don't work that way. Some of us just don't have the drive to experience things intuitively. Some of us do a lot better with traditional meanings, and then we can kind of riddle and puzzle out the meaning from there. I kind of do a blend where I can do readings that are just based on traditional meanings of cards. I am very invested in the traditional meanings of cards, having just done 78 videos on those meanings. So I think that you can learn to open up your intuition and learn to trust it. That's the most important thing, is learning to trust the messages that are coming through. So you can learn in that way, but it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to. It's up to you to decide if that is the way that you're going to read, because it's great for some people, not so much for other people. So, question number 3. How does intuition play a role in your readings? For me, it's really weird. Very often when I'm doing readings, I'm doing them for myself, and so these meanings will just kind of flash, and I'll be like, okay, well, that applies to that, or, this card is specific to this situation. For other people, if I know them very well, I can kind of see where the card relates to them in their life circumstance and in the situation that they're asking about. And I tend to go that way a little bit more. I tend to examine the card and see all the different ways that it can apply to their situation. However, if I'm reading for a stranger, I start with a basis of the meanings of the cards, but then, especially if I'm a little nervous, shit just starts coming up. And it just starts like, I don't know, there's something that happens, there's something that takes over where I just kind of automatically know what it means to that person. I'm usually right. So it's kind of better if it's a stranger. Yeah, so I do tend to base my readings on the meanings, but I leave room for intuition. I leave room for those kind of bursts of certainty that come from intuition. That feeling that there's a deeper meaning, maybe not even the meaning of the card, but like a person on the card or a symbol on the card or something along those lines. So it does come up for me, usually with strangers. So number 4, what is your position on reading intuitively? Again, it depends on what works for you. There are a lot of people who like readings that are just completely intuitive and don't have anything to do with traditional meanings. There are people who really like to know that the person has studied tarot and knows those meanings like the back of their hand. So my position is do what works for you. Again, what works for me is knowing the meanings, having a firm, solid base in tarot knowledge. And that kind of gives me this really good, stable framework to let intuition flow if it's going to. Yeah. So again, you do you. So now this question I love. Consciously choose a card that you attribute a unique personal meaning to. And this one comes up for me a lot. Yeah, I do daily tarot pulls, and sometimes I'll just get the same card over and over again. Lately it has been the Eight of Cups reversed that I've seen like 4 times in the last month. So, but this one just keeps coming up and coming up and coming up, and that is the Empress reversed. And for me, a lot of people who watch my channel, know that I have some chronic health issues, some chronic mental issues. I have things that are going on, and so I can't always be 100% present. I can't always be 100% on. And the Empress is about that. The Empress is about being everything to everyone, okay? She's the wife, she's the mother, she's the caretaker of the land, she is the housekeeper, the soccer mom, she just takes care of everything. She makes sure that everyone has what they need, okay? Food, a home, a stable emotional environment, all those things. She's what a lot of women aspire to be. However, we don't live in a world where one person can take care of everyone's needs. That's just not the way things go. And when I see the Empress reversed, it's a sign to me that I need to take a break. I need to pull back. I need to stop sending all of my energy out. With fibromyalgia, you become very aware of your energy and where you put your energy and who you send your energy to. And if it's people who don't send it back, you kind of have to cut some ties, because fibro will lay you out. If you are sending out all your energy, trying to be everything to everyone, not getting anything in return, not taking care of yourself, you're going to end up in bed. You're going to end up crashing and burning. And that happens to me more than I'd like to admit. So this comes up for me when I'm in a situation where I'm being drained, where, I have a friend or, someone in my family who is draining me and sucking all of my energy away, and I'm not getting anything in return. Or when I'm just trying so hard to be on top of everything and trying to be everything to everyone, and it doesn't work. So, the Empress reversed. This is a good card. Like, I know a lot of women who deal with this sort of thing, too, who have to pull back for self-care reasons, for the purpose of saving your sanity, of saving your energy and your health. And I think that we're kind of in this time where we have to re-examine where all of that energy goes, like all of us, not just people with fibro or various, health issues. We just need to decide, are the things that you're putting your energy into, are they feeding you back? It's really important to know that, and it's really important to put your energy towards things that are helpful and meaningful and worthwhile, that you get energy back from. So, yeah. So that's it. Reading intuitively. It's something that I could practice with a lot more. Again, I have been kind of on this quest to really uncover the meanings of the tarot cards and really just delve into, you know, I love the archetypes and the symbolism and the richness of the story that can be told just with a story. You know, intuition aside, there's so much in tarot that I love it. But I could really stand to spend some more time working on my intuition. And actually this tag has kind of inspired me to do that. So, yeah, I think that a really good way to do that, again, just pull 2 cards and see how they relate. Pull a card and journal about it. You know, go into, okay, the Fool, he's walking, what is he running away from? Okay, is there something he's running away from? Did he leave a bad situation? Is he going to a better situation or a worse situation? He doesn't seem to care. Why doesn't he care? You know, what burdens has he left behind? Yeah, things like that. Just think about the whole story behind the card. And then you can take those little tidbits, those little things that you learn, and apply them to readings when they come up. So, yeah. So I'm going to start working on my intuition. It's kind of there, but again, it's there in weird situations, usually with strangers. I don't know, it's kind of bizarre. It just happens, and it's just like a flash of light from out of nowhere. So, I don't know, it's a really cool thing to play with, and yeah. So that's it. I hope you guys are having a great day. And, you know, I'm tagging everyone, anyone who is interested in tarot, do this tag. It's really cool. I'm going to leave the link to the original video down in the description. And I think that you should all do this because it's a lot of fun. So that's it. See you guys later and have a great day. Bye-bye.